Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of the MAG7 stocks using artificial intelligence and Ichimoku clouds combined. Now, the AI that we're using has been trained on the MAG7 stocks using 5,000 bars of data. We've got more than 2,000 to 6,000 unique different rules that we use in this analysis to identify these trading signals. Just to recap, the major reversal signal is a nice medium to long-term position trade signal, very profitable. You can see 74% hit rate. Average profit per trade is about 11% over the testing period. The swing trade is a nice 2 to 3 weeks to a couple of months holding period. That's on average 79% accurate over the lifetime of the tests, and the average profit per trade is about 11%. The volatility breakout signal, they do come quite frequently. The holding period there is anything from days to weeks, and that's about 50% accurate on average with a 3.1% profit per trade. Now, if you combine it with Ichimoku clouds, and just there are a few trades you would not necessarily take, but you can push that hit rate from 15% up to 59 to 66%, utilizing a few other strategies in combination with the volatility breakout AI engine. And then the quick move is for the high frequency short-term options trades or swing trades, very short-term trades, 2 to 3 days holding period. That's on 66% accurate on average with the average profit per trade of 2.2%. So you can see over 5,000 trading bars, these are the averages. Quite a high hit rate, 70% plus hit rate there for particularly those two, very popular. Right, now we're going to look at Apple, the first one. We've had a beautiful swing trade back here that also coincided very nicely with a Ichimoku cloud chart support zone there. You could see where that support rebound comes from, bottom of the cloud there, and then this one as well. We can see the top in the cloud, so it moved into a support zone here and rebounding very close from the 233 exponential moving average. Also, this low here matched that low in October, and that gave us confidence to take that trade. Went through the turning line of Ichimoku cloud, hit the standard line, broke through that resistance, broke through the bottom end of the cloud, back into bullish territory as it broke through the top end of the cloud. So fantastic. Now it's fighting the top end resistance here. We can see there, top in the cloud resistance. There's potential for it, if this resistance holds, for it to come back, test that zone of the Ichimoku cloud, and then retest this zone here, top end of the front in the cloud. So this is the downside risk back down to 266, and then a continuation of the trade there, because now Apple is back above the top in the cloud. The outlook remains bullish when Apple is trading above the Ichimoku cloud. So keep a look, keep a watch, or monitor these levels for potential swing trade rebounds back up to the old resistance level. But so far so good. Apple is back in bullish territory, and this volatility breakout trade worked very well. Just zooming out, you can see we had plenty of volatility breakout trades, all profitable to the upside, and then the Apple became too extended from the top end of the cloud, and then we had a bit of a pullback, and also kind of like a Fibonacci retracement to a critical support zone back here in October. Next up is Amazon. Let's take a look at Amazon. Volatility breakout signal here. Amazon results disappointed. It sliced to the bottom in the cloud. It is in bearish territory now, so these are contrarian trades. Any price action below the cloud is ultimately bearish, so any kind of swing trades from this zone will run into trouble at the bottom end of the cloud resistance. So the next upside resistance target, if the market rebounds, will be closing that gap in Amazon, and these are the upside resistance targets. You can see there 224, and we're now fighting for support here at a critical cloud chart support level. If we look at these cloud chart support levels there, July 2025, these are all cloud chart support levels there. So keep a close eye to see if we're going to get a rebound from the zone. We've got a volatility breakout signal. Here is the trailing stop loss at 188. So we'll see if this one's going to pan out. Do expect the gap to close. So this is a gap close trade. It's a contrarian trade because we are below the Ichimoku cloud, and price action below the cloud is ultimately bearish. But there's a swing trade opportunity, highly volatile contrarian play. Let's take a look at Google. Google, beautiful, nice strong rally here since the volatility breakout here. Another volatility breakout there, another volatility breakout there. Lots of trades, profitable trades to the upside. Then the rally became long in the tooth, bit extended there from the top in the cloud. pullback, found support at the top end cloud, now still fighting for support at the top end of the cloud. Now I'm just going to zoom in here so we can get into the detailed price action here. So now the trailing stop loss here is about at this zone there. Now keep in mind that we could see a potential retest or rebound from 305. So if this support fails at the top in the cloud, we could dip into the cloud and then rebound from 305. But we still have a trailing stop loss here at 291. But so far so good, still bullish. Price action within the cloud is also still bullish if it comes from the upside. But any price action below the cloud will mean a sell in Google. But so far so good, consolidating after a tremendous rally, lots of volatility breakout signals there, and keep a close eye on that 305 zone for potential rebound potential there. Next up, Meta. We see these volatility breakout trades below the cloud, which isn't bearish territory. Worked out well so far. But the good news is Meta broke through this cloud chart resistance, spiked up on good set of results, and then hit the upside target, this cloud chart resistance zone there, 743. Resistance held. It consolidated back to the cloud where we expected it to be, and then tested and rebounded from the bottom end of the cloud there. So we're back in kind of bullish territory on Meta. We above the cloud, trading above the cloud, fighting for support here at this top end, the bottom end of the front end of the cloud there. You can see these two levels. Keep a close eye on 662. There's also a buy at this zone here, 645. These are all support buys, swing trade buys. Will be interesting to see if we're going to get a continuation of the support test here, but lots of support in and around that cloud chart support level there. Let's keep a look at that level there. Yeah, 670, 670, yeah, 670 there, and from here we can then expect a continuation of this move back up to this old resistance zone. But so far so good, back at bullish zone as long as price action stays above this top end cloud chart support zone. That's Meta. Microsoft up next. Microsoft last year was a great year, trading volatility breakout signals on. Microsoft broke through the cloud chart, lots of rallies to the upside there, but then starting to consolidate, double top there, sliced through the bottom in the cloud, enters bearish territory, and here you can see a very few of the volatility breakout signals below the cloud has been working out because there's been quite a volatile sell-off. But we've had a few swing trades coming out of it. We've got a whole new one here, and it's still in a trade. The stop loss on this one is 371, and it's rebounding from the 987 exponential moving average, Fibonacci moving average. The upside potential on this trade is, you can see there, there's turning line of Ichimoku cloud, then this 610 EXP, and then the standard line of Ichimoku cloud. Keep in mind that is a resistance zone, top end of the front end cloud resistance zone. So that's our upside target, 443, and this zone, to see if we're going to get there, the standard line there is what, 440. So that's the upside resistance target for this rebound rally from this volatility breakout signal and this rebound from this 987 exponential moving average. So keep a close eye on the price interaction when it gets to this key resistance zone. Next up is NVIDIA. You can see NVIDIA, lovely volatility trade, long base formation here, fighting hard to get past this top end cloud chart resistance. So it's flirting with a new bull market here. Price action above the cloud is clearly strongly bullish. Within the cloud is starting to become bullish if it manages to break through that zone there. Critical support level to watch out for is the bottom end of the front end of the cloud there, that zone there. 182 is a significant support zone there. Any kind of support rebound from that zone can be seen as a swing trade entry, but ideally we'd like to see NVIDIA to stay and trade above this zone for a few days to confirm that we're really in a nice new bull rally on NVIDIA. But it's also somewhat in a very large base here. It's been trying. I did a recording earlier in the week about this base formation that it's trying to break out of, and it looks like it wants to form a double bottom base breakout. So you could see that we could see that move to the upside, and then the upside target, yeah, is this top end target there. Let me put a line in there. Where is that line now? There we go. 212 is the upside target if we get a clear rally past this top end cloud chart resistance zone. But so far so good. NVIDIA, nice volatility breakout signal working, and you can see the AI is accommodating all the volatility. That's a very huge stop loss, 160. Keep that in mind. But this rebound rally trade is still profitable. It rebounded from the top end cloud chart resistance zone. You can see that old support zone became a real support zone back here. So September and October support zone came back to support NVIDIA between January and February there, mainly February there. So you can see we had a nice little support rebound rally trade to there. That one's profitable. And we now need to see a breakout, a clear breakout, and price action should remain above the top end of the cloud. Next one is Tesla. Still stuck below the cloud. That's bearish. Let's just zoom in here. We've had a nice volatility breakout trade, profitable there. Keep a close eye out. We saw this rebound rally came from this support zone 392. Nice little rebound cloud chart buy signal there. Now it's navigating the resistance zone. Keep an eye out for a resistance test here at this zone of 440, upside resistance target. We need to break past this cloud chart resistance to be bullish on Tesla, but so far the rebound rallies from critical support zones have been working out on Tesla. Cloud chart rebound rally plus a volatility breakout signal in and around a exponential moving average rebound. These are kind of three reasons why we went into this trade at that zone. And now we need to break past this top end cloud chart resistance at 440. So keep that in mind. That's the target to get past for ultimate trend change in Tesla. Well, that brings the end of this analysis. I think we've covered all the FANG stocks from a cloud chart and AI trading perspective. If anybody's interested to get your hands on your own AI, follow the links at the end of the show. And until next time, thanks for watching and happy cloud chart and AI trading. Bye for now.